Welcome back, guys. I am back. This is Meridy with another video for our International Scrapbook Day Kill-A-Kit video series. And if you missed the introduction or any of the other videos, you can check out the description of this video for a link to the playlist so you can start at the beginning and get caught up with where we are right now. But essentially, I am showing you different techniques that I personally use to get the very last bits and pieces and layouts out of my kit, even if there's not very much left, because sometimes when you get to the end of your kit you kind of just have scraps and don't know what to do. So I'm giving you some ideas that I use to finish off my kit. So let me start by saying this kit and all the kits that I'm using today and all these videos that are coming up today are going to be on sale on our website. You don't need a coupon code or anything. They're already for sale. The link to them is also in the description of this video. So today I am using the Merry and Bright kit, and let me just show you first what I made previously with this kit before it got to my scraps. So the layout for the Merry and Bright kit, it is a page kit that we sold, that we sell, and in the kit is our printed instructions to make this double page layout. It's got all the dimensions, how to cut the papers, how to put everything together, written instructions, and there is also a YouTube video that goes along with this that I put this layout together in real time in the video to show you exactly how to do it. So this is the layout that comes with the kit that you use the kit to make. Okay, and then when I had my scraps left over, I really wanted to make another layout because there was a lot of little scraps left over from this kit. So I created this gingerbread man layout, and I did not make a process video for it with step-by-step instructions, but what I did do is I made a time-lapse video of me putting this together, so it moves really quick and there's no talking. So I'm going to splice that time-lapse video into this video right here and just really quickly go over what I did on this layout. It's only about 30 seconds long, so I'm going to talk real fast and kind of give a general idea of how I put this layout together. But I did use the scraps from this kit to put this layout together, along with the gingerbread man cut file from the shop. So the cut file did not come with the kit, but you can purchase it separately in the shop if you'd like. I will also link that in the description. So first I made this with the scraps. The very first thing I did was score those half circles, not through the gingerbread man, but just through the circle part so that they could easily fold back. And then from working on the front side of the paper, I inked up where the gingerbread man is in brown ink so that when you fold the circle back, the gingerbread man will show correctly and only the gingerbread man will be brown, as you can see. And then I flipped my paper upside down, and I'm working from the back side now. I inked up half of that circle in different colors of ink. So when you fold it open, it shows the different color of ink. And then I worked from the back side again to back each of those with patterned paper scraps. Eventually, I arranged my pictures and my ephemera the way I liked them and adhered everything down. Sometimes I used foam tape. I added some more stickers from the Essentials kit, and that is how that layout came together. So using one of these folded cut files is a great way to use up little scraps that you have when you are getting down to the end of your kit. And then today, I am going to show you what scraps I still have left and what I'm going to make with those. So I still have quite a bit of the alphabet left. I still have some buttons left and some patches left. I have a lot of ephemera left over because I didn't use nearly all of it. And let's see. I have, let me get the date off of here. I have, this picture is the one I want to scrapbook. It is of my daughter and my husband, and they had decorated the exterior of our house. I know it's kind of hard to see probably in this picture on the video, but it's got exterior decorations. And I thought the colors looked really nice with this kit because the blue sky and they're red and they're green and they're blue. So I had fussy cut these flowers from one of the papers that is in the kit from the scraps. And I actually I took a bunch of these. I had a bunch more of these than just this 3, but I used them on another layout that had nothing to do with this kit. I'm not even worrying about showing you because there are so many pieces in that layout that are not in here. because I didn't know I was going to be making this video when I made that layout. So that was just me scrapbooking and using up my kit. So you're going to have a lot more than 3 poinsettias left. Okay, and then we have some scraps. We have some of the cut aparts. This is a scrap from the packaging because I did use some of the packaging on the gingerbread layout. And then you guys, I've just got like baby tiny little scraps here. Like they aren't gonna make anything pretty. They're literally baby scraps. Double-sided. So I'm kind of leaving a little bit of each side facing up. A couple little things there, some more cut aparts, little tiny baby scraps. Oops, this is not from that kit. We'll get that other. Some more cut aparts, baby scraps, a journaling strip, and more cut aparts. So that's what I've got to work with. And then the technique that I'm going to show you today is actually one that I have never tried before, and I just recently saw it on I think the YouTube channel is called Scrapbooking with Gwen. I'm not sure. I might have that name wrong. I will link the video into the description of this so you can see exactly where I pulled my inspiration for this. But she recently made a series about working with scraps. She was challenging herself to use up a bunch of small scraps. And this is one of the techniques that she used, and I just thought it was so cool that I wanted to try to use it too. And I thought it would be a good one. So basically what she did is, let me get all of these things off of here. She took all of her scraps. We're gonna use a white piece of paper as the background for layout. I'm just gonna put this off to the side for now because we don't need it. She took all of her scraps and cut them into small chunks. So these are kind of too big already. I'm gonna have to cut these all down, which I'm gonna do in a second. And she adhered them to a piece of cardstock. And let me grab a piece of cardstock to use. I'm just gonna grab this cardstock. I'm going to cut it 4 inches tall. And then I'm gonna come in here and I'm just gonna trim all of these papers. This one I had cut by hand apparently, so it's not straight, but I would like it to be straight. So I'm just gonna have to recut. And I'm just gonna cut little rectangles of all of these papers. And I am not being precise. I am not measuring them to a certain size. Some of them will be longer, some of them will be shorter. Some of them I'm going to leave the A side showing, some of them the B side showing. I'm gonna kind of calm down after. I'm not gonna cut all of these long blue strips because there's a lot here, but okay, some of these have the A side, some of them the B side. We've got a variety of this color, so I'm gonna put these strips off to the side. And then this Merry Christmas. I'm gonna cut a couple that can be kept vertical with the writing and a couple that can be kept horizontal with the writing. And because this particular paper does matter which direction it's going in. So, and some of these need to show the B side. And then we barely have any of this scrap left at all. It's the one that's the poinsettia on the back. Like there's these teeny tiny baby scraps that are not even cut straight because I probably cut them when I was fussy cutting. So I'm just gonna clean up the edges so that they're straight now. And then, yeah, we'll. Okay, for all of these little scraps, I think I'm eventually going to fussy cut some of these little things out to use as embellishments on this page. So I'm just gonna kind of leave these tiny little scraps here. And then throw all of this away. And then I am going to cut some of this down. Like for instance, I don't think I care if I use up this card. Let's see what other cards I wouldn't mind using. I wouldn't mind using that one. I love the little deer. Okay, I'm just gonna cut these two down for now because I want the B side. And I'm just gonna cut one in half and one in half this way, just to get some little scraps of those. Okay, so I've got lots of scraps. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this 4 by 12 inch piece of paper, and I'm going to kind of try to make like a little sort of patchwork quilt going on here with different, I'm going to try to spread out the patterns across the whole thing. And some of these papers will be layered on top or underneath of other ones, and some of them will be like weaving in and out. And I'm not really going to adhere anything down immediately right now. Let me make sure that my picture matches with this one. Let me grab my picture here if I can find it. So if I have this color, I feel like this pink can still match, so I will keep using this. And then when I watched Gwen is her name, make this, she left a few pieces that stuck out a little bit over the edges on the top, and a few pieces that just went only up to the edge of this paper. So it's kind of like a patchwork that's kind of got a variety of, what is the word? I can't think. Oops, that's upside down. A variety of different layers and pieces sticking in and out. So I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna keep on working with different colors. I don't need anything to stick out over the ends here because the end is gonna be the end of the paper. This is 12 inches wide. So I don't really need anything sticking out over the edges. Only this way. And I'm just really making like a patchwork quilt here. And I'm trying to keep some patterns, you know, in different areas, so you can see every pattern in every, like, at least 3 sections of every pattern, so that way it looks even and balanced. Let's see. I just need a little tiny scrap of this. Okay. I probably could have, I've never done this before, so I don't know, you know, what direction to work from, or to start on one side and move to the other side, since I've never done this before. So this is just really trial and error right here, right now. So that's why, you know, this isn't super quick. And I probably can go off camera to finish this up so that you're not dying of boredom watching me right now. So I'm going to do that. Well, I just want, no, not this one. I'm almost done, and then I can kind of adjust where I see places that need another pattern or that aren't really matching right. I can adjust after I get everything sort of set out here. down here. And then I'm going to carefully adhere all of these layers down. I don't like that one there. Yeah, I'm thinking I need to, this side is looking pretty good to me. This side I need a little, it might need a little help. I think I need to put some pieces up on top. And then I also have this branding strip and this branding strip, but I think I'm not going to use those right now. Okay, I've got this sort of set up. I think I need to add a little more something over here. Not sure exactly what, but I am going to go off camera and adhere all of these things down like I have them. And I will be back in a few minutes to show you how this is looking. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, so I've got this going and a couple of these are looking a little long, hanging out to me. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of trimming on some of these so they're not sticking up and in some of the wrong places. Okay, so now I've got that nice little patchwork of patterns going on. And right now I'm gonna go ahead and fussy cut some of these things out of this, some of these little icons. Actually, I'm not gonna fussy cut them yet. I'm just gonna cut them into loosely fussy cut pieces. And then the ones that I do end up wanting to incorporate on my layout, I will fussy cut nicely, you know, really close to the image. Okay, so we've got our white sheet of paper and we've got our picture. I'm gonna go ahead and mat this photo, and I think that I want to mat my whole entire layout. I don't know what color to use to mat it, and I need to decide if I want my picture up there or down here or in the middle. I think I like the picture up here. And kind of make this lower like this. So I would like to mat my whole entire layout, and I'm thinking I might want to mat it in either a green, like this kind of green might look nice, this dark green in here, or possibly a red. And I'm deciding if I want to even incorporate these branding strips. They're really cute, but there's a lot happening on this layout, so I'm not sure if I need them. Let's see. Let's mat my layout first. I'm gonna go get some paper to experiment with those colors. So I grabbed 2 different colors of cardstock, one green. Let's see how this looks underneath it. Oh, it looks really nice on the green. And then one red. I think I really like the green, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and mat it on this green paper. And in order to do that, I'm going to start with gutting the green paper. So maybe I can mat my photo on this green paper too. So I'm just gonna simply gut this paper with 1-inch borders all the way around. And to do that, I put it in my trimmer and I trim, but I do not trim this last inch or this first inch. I only trim the middle section. And that way, I can save some paper out of the middle of this sheet and mat my layout on that. So I'm going to trim down the white paper only. I'm not going to trim down my patchwork yet because I might want to leave it spanning all the way across. So I'm going to trim my white paper down 1/2 inch off of the top and 1/2 inch off of one side. and go ahead and put this down. Okay. Then I've got, let me try to get these little scraps up here. And then we will add this across the bottom. Yes, I like this spanning all the way to the edge through the frame. I think it looks good like that. And I'm gonna go ahead, do I wanna mat this on green? I think I'm gonna mat it first on white and then on green. Because I do have some white cardstock here. So first I'm gonna mat it on white cardstock pretty thin, and then I'm gonna mat it on green very, very thin on the green piece of cardstock. The green is nice and thin, so that way it just adds a little bit of color without being overwhelming. Okay, and then I think I can go ahead and adhere down my patchwork. And then I can put my picture right here. And I'm not gonna put adhesive all the way up to each of the edges because I want to be able to wedge embellishments up underneath if needed, because I haven't even started my embellishment placement yet. Do I want this across the top? I'm not too sure. We'll leave it there for now. We might move it. I don't like it down there because it makes that look really boxy and not very patchwork-esque. We'll just set that there for now. Okay, so I've got tons of embellishments. So I've got poinsettias. I would like to make 3 embellishment clusters, of course, on here. I think one, let's see. I'm gonna get rid of these because it's really throwing me off. Yeah, when I got rid of those, it really made a difference. So I think I need to decide, am I gonna use these or am I not gonna use these? I kind of like them. I don't know. And I think a third cluster, let's see, 1, 2. I don't want to cover up my parts of my picture that I want to show. So I like the clusters being there and there because there's just dirt down here and just a little bit of sky up there. I'm not really for sure using this either. Are there any cute light bulbs? That's cute because I have some bulbs in this picture. I'm just trying to pick out what embellishments kind of match with this layout. I'm fine using that guy. Capture the Joy, that's kind of cute. Oh, and this red one. Of course, we have the house door, and it actually kind of matches the color of our house. That could look really nice on there, but it is very, very large. So I feel like if I use that, it's just really, really large. I can't use it over there because it covers up the house. I don't know if I like it over here. It's just really big. I think I'm not going to use this one. This is very cute too. The house is all decorated for Christmas. I guess I should have started with these. I could cut these apart. That's a good idea. I don't need to leave these in a big line. I can cut them apart and kind of use them around. Let's see. This is how I had this before. And I kind of liked it. These are all very large embellishments too. It's just a matter of maneuvering and trying to balance out both sides of the layout. I don't like that. So I'm gonna probably go off camera a little here because this is getting really long watching me move things around so much. So I think I'm gonna go off camera and try to figure out how I want this to be laid out. And I will come back with hopefully a little bit more of a structure for this layout. All right, I kind of have a thing going here. So I'm going to start adhering pieces down, and I'm going to start in the very back and just adhere the back layers, you know, flush to the back of the layout. But as I move to the top, I'm going to pop some things up on foam tape so that they are a little dimensional. And it was tricky getting all of these things on here for me. I had to move around things quite a few times to get them to a place I liked. I tried using the branding strips and taking the branding strips back off and back on, but I think I like the way that I finally settled on, which is what you can see here. I did do this cut apart that says Deck the Halls that came off of this little tag. Because my photos are of them decorating the house. And then I think I can possibly come in with some of these little guys and sprinkle them around, you know, fussy cut them out and sprinkle them around. I'm gonna see what that looks like. I'm gonna fussy cut 2 or 3 and set them down and see what it looks like. It might just be too busy because this layout really has a lot going on in it right now, and I don't want it to get even more overwhelming. But yeah, this is an easy way to use up tiny little scraps that you have left. Just make a patchwork. Since all the scraps came from, you know, the same kit, they probably all pretty much coordinate well with one another to do this type of technique. And I'm really glad that I saw Gwen use this in a recent video so that I could include it in today's International Scrapbook Day killing a kit series. So I'm gonna go off camera to put these finishing touches on and possibly fussy cut some of these little guys and put them around. And I will come back to show you the finished product in just a second. Alrighty, I found a few little things that I wanted to do. I tried to fussy cut some of these and put them around, and it was just too much. It was not looking good. But I did grab my alphabet, and I want to add the year. So I'm going to add the year right down here, 2023. I should have started with the 3 and moved backwards because I want it to end right there, but I did not do that. And then I also grabbed the buttons and I put some of the buttons around. So I'm going to adhere those down too, because they just kind of pop a little on this layout, the bright red. I put one there, and 2 up there. And then I put a bow on this ornament down here, just to add a little red down there. And then, let's see, let me get these buttons adhered down. I think I want to put a little bit of splatters possibly. I think I'm going to use, I'm debating if I should use green or blue. I don't want to use red. I have enough red in this layout, and sometimes red splatters look like blood to me. So I love red and I love splatters, but I have to be very careful how I put them out, because sometimes it gives the effect of blood splatters to me, which is kind of funny. So I don't know. I think I might put some light teal blue splatters right here, and right here. And after that, this layout will be done. Let me go grab those splatters right now. I'm gonna try the tumbled glass distress oxide spray splatters. Just gonna sample them right there. And I think that will look great on this layout. It picks up a good blue. So I'll go ahead and cover my picture and just add a couple splatters right there, a couple right here, and then a couple down here at the bottom. And with that, this layout will be done. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you back here in a couple of hours with another video with another technique to use up your scraps. Thanks guys. Bye.